Hello everyone, Tanak here. Welcome to episode 66 of Building My Industrial Empire in EVE Online. Let's start with the progress report. As you can see, the net worth of my character plus that of the corporation is now at 202 billion ISK. If you go on the tracker here, you can see that last week, as I told you, was an anomaly because the market value didn't update properly. It seemed to be like a normal progression now. And if we look at the chart here, you can see that it is net worth. It's spread between my character and the corporation. My character was like mostly crabbing, well, readjustment of the market value, and the rest is mostly crabbing, ratting that I do in the pocket. The corporation is mining tax, ratting tax, well, all sorts of tax that you get, the market hub, POCOs, stuff like that. So that's the progression of is coming mostly from these two places. So that's about it for the net worth. Now, how does that translate in terms of number? We had a great week for recruiting. As you can see, Toy Company now has 257 members. And again, like I like to show you that they are actively online member, so it is not a dead corp. They are real people that are logging in regularly. And well, there's always, of course, a few character, but we did have some of them that came back actually. So it's a very healthy corp in the number of people. That's just for Toy Company. If you go at the alliance level, here, yes, okay. So on Ezekiel, you can see that we are at 293 member in the alliance, which is pretty cool. 83 active in PvP. I think that's that's the highest I've seen. At some point tonight, we had 77 member online in the alliance at the same time, which is actually our high point. I mean, we're getting 1 or 2 recruit every day. The corp is really gaining in size, and it shows in the online presence. There more activity on the Discord, more activity on the Mumble server. So this is like what we are doing right now. We're focusing on growing the corp. Well, it is working very well. We're getting a great result so far. So that's for the HR part. Now, of course, we're continuing to recruit either Toy Company or the corp that we have in the alliance, and Ever After, Steel Pigs with Gun, and Crab Cartel. Are all recruiting for also on their own side. So keep joining us, guys. We're gonna go far with this. Now, military. We didn't have any major war. We did have a lot of small gang stuff. Almost. Well, we have PvP every day. Just look at our kill board and you'll see there's fight every day where we are. We are in a pipe, so it's not. I mean, you got regular traffic that is coming through the pipe. You got Yeet Fleet. You got Wormhole that are popping in the pipe. So there's always like small gang stuff. So even when there's no active war, there's still action all the time. It's rare that we get like a calm evening where we can do, like, we say, okay, we're gonna rat all night with nobody disturbing us. So we didn't have to really go look for content this week. What did happen? There's a corp literally triggered that try to, I mean, because I'm going to mention like a few of the fight that I remember. We had a lot, so I'm not going to cover all of them. We did have a fight literally triggered that tried to ref our structure, our right arrow in WW. It was just to get content, I think, because they tried one day. We did respond. They had like a huge fleet of 40 something. We did a quick form up. We managed to kill one of their caracal, and they killed 5 of our osprey. And then there was another fight like the next day where they still they attacked our structure again, and we responded, and they had less number and we had more. So which one was it? That's not this one here. No, that's not this one here. Trying to find which battle report. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the one. So literally trigger it our right arrow. They came with about 25 people, mostly caracal. We responded with a FAX fleet, and that ended up in a decent fight. We won that one. The day before they won because they managed to shoot like a bunch of Logi, and we only killed one caracal. So this one fight we got the better of them. So, but all in all, it's just like good fun content that we're getting. A little bit later during the week, we had some fight with 7 Sins that came with a Cinnable fleet, and again we responded with Ferox, and the fight like was a 15 against 15. So these are like, I would say, it's not really, it's a little bit bigger than small gang stuff, but they are like decent fun fight, relatively fair fight, and they are all interesting. So for us, it's great content because we're getting better and better at quick form up, which is the thing that we need to practice the most on, and we're getting cool battle. Now a little bit later during the week, and these two are the same day, we had one of our friend from disaster delivery that had a carrier in the pocket near our Fort Azar, and Banderlog tried to hit him with stealth bomber, but they forgot that they were in range of the Fort Azar, so we activated the point defense and we managed to shoot all their bomber. So that one was a big win for us. And later during the evening, Banderlog managed to do like a real good bait. These are their First Step to Future Corp are their renter. So they typically come to try to pick a fight by shooting at the BDV3 structure. And we responded, and usually we chase them off because we were more numerous than them. But what we didn't expect is that when they try to rev the station, we pushed their dummy. They had a Dominix that we pushed all the way to all, and we chased the Dominix to the 12 YA gate. And Bender was waiting for us with a Sino, so they laid a trap, and they managed to kill a bunch of the Ferox that we had in the response fleet. It wasn't a big response fleet, but they really like dropped the hammer on them. So they had a bunch of people. They like 57 total against our 15 people response fleet. So they managed to pretty much wipe our response fleet. Which was just Ferox, so okay. I mean that's part of the reason you fly those, is that they're not too expensive. So these are like all the little battle that we're getting like every night. We're getting a lot of them. Just before this video, we had a strat up, and this, as you can see, is a Macarial, which is our new doctrine ship that we got to fly for the first time today. We managed a pretty good form up to help defend Celestial Empire Astra House. Celestial Empire, just pull them up again. They have an Astra House here in GC TAC. And Banderlog had pushed that station, so they asked us for help. And since we're kind of, let's just say that, I mean, we're not at a point where we're going all out on Bender, but they've hit us hit us a little bit this week, so we're pushing back too. We did send a fleet to help them, and we had a pretty good form up with about 50 people. 48 or 49 in fleet, I think, for our Mercurial fleet, and we went to help them here, but nobody showed up to push for the second timer, so we managed to protect the station there. So that was pretty much what happened on our military operation. Now, what else? Oh yeah, we're on the industry part after. We had a pretty good week on the industry. If you see here, I like to show you, like, the industrial index is like 138, 193. Those are our true production system. So it's not raising as fast as I would expect. But I think it's because we're producing big stuff, because in our Azbell, which is the second week it's been online, I know of at least 5 FAX and 2 carrier that came out of the oven this week, and these are the one that I know about because a member built their own item too. So I'm not questioning everybody and like, what are you building? But at least 5 Minokawa and 2 Nidahogger were produced at that station this week. So we are at the point where the cap pipeline has started, and cap fax carrier red. So we're building. We're doing what I started to do initially when I said I wanted to build my industrial empire. Well, I'm pretty much at the point where I can say, well, this is really what I had in mind. I mean, I have station. They're producing a lot. I'm making money with that. I mean, it's great. Like, our industrial operation is running smoothly. Everything. People are asking me about what we do with the mineral. We do have a lot of jump freighter. So we jump freighter in compressed ore that we refine at our refinery in Pocket to build those capital components. What we can't mine locally, we're importing, so we're able to produce. So that's about it. Aside from that, in the Pocket we produce fitted ship. We do have a lot of doctrine ship on contract. So just to give you an example here, like 229 ships on contract. So, and they're like everything from a visual bantam. So it's like we just contract ship like that to internally to the corp. We got a group that are the market seeder, so they have a target of the amount of ship that we want for doctrine ship available of each type, and they're contracted to the corp or the alliance, and people can just buy the fitted ship. And some of the part are imported from Jita, but we're starting to have a pretty good local production too on our market hub. So all in all, that's going pretty smoothly. Now, pure blind politics. What happened this week? Last week, toilet paper had taken the week before, toilet paper had taken the X Empire constellation, and they were reffing endorsing the Banderlog high hub here in the D2- constellation here. They took 2 of the high hub, and from what I understood, they basically made a deal with Bender where they purchased the Bender structure, and Bender self-destructed their high hub and TCUs, and toilet paper got the space. So that happened. A little bit later, Triumvirate seemed to be pushing pretty hard on Flying Dangerous. They entosed GTAC-M and they refed a station in both of these, and they had a big cap fight before I recorded this video here. I don't have the battle report for that fight, but they did have a big fight here. Aside from that, in the area, what's happening now? Well, toilet paper took a second constellation, so they are very well established, and I expected the fight against Bender to last longer. And also what did happen is Bender have a Fortizar, I think it's here in 5Z. They have a Fortizar that they use as a dockup, and we from Volta anchored a Fortizar right in front of the Bender dockup. So there is like a lot of pressure on Bender right now. What will happen in the region in the next few weeks, I don't know. Will people continue to push against Bender? Will they try to push because they lost some ground here? Will they try to push on the other system here? I don't know. I don't know at that point. The region is very volatile. There's a lot of dealing between every corp here, so anything can happen. And Triumvirate pushing here, are they trying to establish a foothold, or are they just trying to get content? I don't. It's hard to say at this point. But keep watching this region. It's like there's a lot of stuff happening right now. I think that pretty much covers it for this week. Me as a player, what I'm doing, well, I did train the material at a good enough level, so I got like all the skill needed for at level 4 at least. Now I'm trying to push to get into a carrier at this point, just to be able. I know people say you need to have a cap alt. It's just not. I just personally want to play the game with one main character, not starting to have a bunch of alt. I do have a halving alt, but I don't want to pay for a second account to get a cap alt on a second account. So that's a personal limitation I set myself. Probably not the smartest thing in this game, but that's the way I play. Now, what to expect next week? I would say I don't know if there's going to be major military operation. We're not in open warfare right now. We do take fight. Like if one corp we're friendly with gets attacked, we will try to go help, like we did here in GC TAC. So maybe we'll get like maybe we'll get into a large fleet. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a lot of little fight, like the small gang stuff every day. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it's no. I mean, we live in a busy null area, so fight will happen. I'm not sure how the political map would change. On our own industrial operation, well, we just got to the point where we have our Azbell online, so we will continue to produce in there. The next step we are looking forward to, well, to be honest, we're trying to build like a bigger ISK buffer, and eventually we will want to push into the super capital. So that means that will mean Keepstar and Sotillo. that I see like it's not something that's gonna happen next week or the week after. That's a longer term goal. And at the same time, we also would like to get a Tatara at some point to get a more efficient reaction, and probably get at least another Atenor for moon mining. There's some good R70, R16 in the pocket we are that could help us complete, like get access to more reaction material. So these are stuff that we're looking forward to. So that Atenor is probably something that we can get done pretty easily. I'm not sure if it's next week or the week after. I mean, for now we're just making sure that we are maxing. We're making max use of what we already have on grid before expanding more. And same thing for the like a Keepstar and a Sotillo is like one tier higher than what we're doing right now. We just crossed into the cap tier, so we're still pretty far from the super cap tier, but still it's pretty fun. We're going forward, we're moving, we're growing. Hopefully we'll get more member again this week. That's our goal. I would say if I had to I always try to say like, okay, there's the way I see that is, let's say you got tier 1 power. Tier 1 power would be like Goon Swarm, Fraternity, Horde, like those major power block. Then you got tier 2 power are large null-sec group, like Volta, or well, not the big mega alliance, not the superpower, but the large group like Volta. Toilet paper would definitely be in a tier 2. Bander would qualify for a tier 2. We don't at this point. We would qualify as a tier 3. Like us, Hysteria is probably a tier 3. For Flying Danger is probably a tier 3. And then you got, well, the tier below us, like a tier 4 would be like a small low sec PvP corp with some teeth and capable of fighting, and a tier 5 would be like a typical Care Bear Corp of a few members that don't really have like a strong military capability. So our goal is to, well, climb a league. I would say you clearly in Pure Blind you clearly have like 3 strong power. Okay, Volta is strong, Toilet Paper is strong, Banderlog is strong, and the goal is to eventually climb in that same type of power level. We're not there yet. Obviously, we're still a relatively young alliance. We have been progressing very, very fast. We have been progressing fast without being backed by a large power. So we're not getting financed by, I mean, we're getting member donation and stuff, but we're not backed by Goon or Fraternity. We're an independent group. So we did come a long way, but again, we're in a situation where our own independence is guaranteed by our ability to defend ourselves. So to make sure that we keep that independence, we need to have more and more to recruit again, to increase the size of our fleet, to increase our military capability, and then to be able down the line to put down those extra large structure. So that's the next step. So we've clearly, I mean, we've went from the medium structure. Now we're in our, we went from the medium structure and subcap phase to the place where we are now, where we are taking our first step in the large structure and capital phase, but with our eyes that we're not stopping here. We want to go all the way. So down the line, we will want to get with the extra large structure, the super cap. That's just normal progression, and we're gonna keep pushing for that progression. So anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoy. If you like, please like, subscribe. If you have any question, just ask in the comment. I read all the comment and I try to answer to everybody. If you want to talk, message me in game. If you want to join us. I mean, we're always recruiting, and hopefully you had fun. And see you guys next week. Bye bye.